The video you're watching began just minutes after a tragedy no one inside the Elliot home ever expected. 17-year-old Benjamin Elliot had stabbed his twin sister Megan while he was, according to him, sleepwalking. When first responders arrived, they found chaos.
Where's your son? Where's your son? Okay, we got EMS is coming.
Ben desperately performing CPR on his sister, fighting to save a life he claimed he never meant to take. His parents, asleep in another room, had no idea what had happened until they walked into the nightmare themselves.
Okay, sir, can we take over? Can you step out? Thank you.
From the moment officers secured the scene, everyone was asking the same question. How could a kid with no history of violence suddenly stab his own twin sister?
What happened, son? It was a dream. He said it was a dream, honey. What the?
Harris County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
I just killed my sister. I thought it was a dream.
What's your name?
Benjamin Elliot. I just killed my sister.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I stabbed her. I stabbed her in her neck. I thought it was a dream. Please, I don't want her to die. I'm sorry.
How old is she?
17. We're twins.
Is she awake?
Yes. She's like barely alive.
What followed over the next few hours only deepened the mystery. Ben appeared strangely calm as he sat in the back of a patrol car. He didn't run, he didn't lash out, he simply waited.
He said it was a dream, honey. What the?
I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. She's not. It was just a dream, and then it wasn't.
I'm gonna do a search of you real quick, and then I'm gonna put you in the back seat out of this rain, okay?
I just need to see
Don't
it.
see her.
We can't. No,
I
we
need
can't.
to
We
see
can't
see
have.
her.
Take a picture for me. Let me see something.
Yeah, can we see something?
No, sir.
At the sheriff's office, his behavior remained oddly controlled. The detective interviewing him withheld the truth about Megan's condition, hoping Ben's own words would reveal what really happened.
Is she okay?
Yeah, last time I know about, she was being checked out by the EMS.
She is okay.
Ben insisted he had been asleep, trapped in a dream so vivid he couldn't tell what was real.
So what happened, Benjamin?
You ever have like a really realistic nightmare where like just everything feels real, but also off at the same time?
He described previous sleepwalking episodes where he wandered through the house unaware. Moments his family had witnessed but never imagined could escalate to violence. As investigators gathered evidence, questions multiplied. Why was there so little blood spatter in the room? Why was the pillow drenched when the rest of the bedding was nearly clean? Why did Ben say things that didn't line up with typical sleepwalking behavior? Forensics, medical experts, sleep specialists, and legal teams all dug deeper. On one hand, Ben had a family history of sleep disorders. He had documented episodes of parasomnia, and neurological tests revealed he entered deep sleep unusually fast, making a sleepwalking event possible in the short window of time before the stabbing.
Ben was standing in the doorway, not moving, just kind of staring at us. His eyes were barely open. And then we told him to go back to bed. And he just turned around and went to bed. We told our parents the next morning, and Ben had no memory at all.
Very close. And you really have that kind of bond between, but again, people have, things happen.
They seem to get along, one neighbor told us in Spanish. Just recently, he saw the twin brother pull out an umbrella to help his twin sister stay dry in the rain. How things went from that to a deadly stabbing has the community wondering what went wrong.
On the other hand, prosecutors argued that too much of Ben's behavior didn't match the science. Sleepwalkers don't have memories of their actions. Sleepwalkers aren't aware enough to turn on lights, make calls, or give detailed explanations. And sleepwalkers don't typically show the kind of controlled, intentional movements needed to carry out a stabbing. The case only grew more emotional as it reached trial.
Number 1.
You have no short-term memory if you're sleepwalking. The prefrontal cortex of your brain is turned off. You don't have memories from the moments leading up to sleepwalking. You don't have a memory of the episode itself.
Stabbed
Okay.
in the neck.
What side of her neck? Left or right?
She's laying like this, so up there.
You're not dreaming. You can't. Because the prefrontal cortex in your brain is switched off. And your final principle, confusion upon arousal, disorientation, not knowing where you are sometimes.
I was in her room, and I turned on the light, and I was panicking, and I tried to stop bleeding with the pillow that was behind her.
She's pale. She's cold. Her lips are turning blue. The only person that knows when the offense occurred is the defendant. He calls 911 at 4:41. Hello? Hello? I stabbed her with a knife. He's whispering. And you'll see his demeanor in the interview. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Megan has succumbed to her injuries. And the defendant says,
Character witnesses described Ben as kind, gentle, academically driven, a kid with no violent tendencies. But prosecutors pushed back hard, focusing on the lack of motive, the pillow that appeared to have muffled Megan's screams, and Ben's unsettling calmness after being told she didn't survive.
The answer is absolutely not. During certain parasomnias, in extreme cases, victims have been stabbed with knives or hit with blunt objects. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben was not intentionally and knowingly committing acts against his sister. He's saying things like, oh my God, I thought it was a dream. No, she's breathing. Please, 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 I don't want her to die.
After days of testimony, scientific arguments, and emotional pleas, the jury delivered its verdict. Benjamin Elliot was guilty of murdering his twin sister. Though the jury believed he committed the act, they also recommended leniency. Even Megan's father, who had to identify his daughter's body in court, asked the judge for compassion.
I could see Megan's face, and she was gray, and I thought that she was gone.
Believing Megan herself would not want her brother destroyed by this tragedy. In the end, the judge sentenced Ben to 15 years in prison, calling the case one of the most painful the courtroom had ever seen.
I concluded he was not in a sleepwalking state.
How did you come to that conclusion?
He had memory. He is said to have come out of the state much faster than any sleepwalker could ever do.
After this day, the question lingers, was this a cold, calculated crime, or a horrific accident born from a rare sleep disorder? What happened inside that bedroom may never be fully understood. But one thing is certain. 2 lives were forever changed that night. One cut short, and one lost to a tragedy that some believe was never intentional.
I look at what the jury has told me, and unsolicited, they told me to be lenient with Mr. Elliot. Stand up, Mr. Elliot. Your range of punishment is from 5 years to 99. I sentence you to 15 years in prison.
Benjamin Elliot was sent to the Connolly Unit in Kennedy, Texas, where he will remain until the year 2040.